Hi guys, it's me from MiyandJAM, and just before we start I wanted to say sorry that we haven't done a lot of videos recently. We have got stuff in the works, but be prepared for a while, which you already must be, that we ain't going to be making videos much now, only for now. As I say, I've got stuff that we're making and hopefully be out as soon as we can, but at the moment we just don't have the time to do it, so just to let you know. But besides that, today is going to be a mini review, one of the live ones that we did before, but it's mostly going to have my face in it. And today's review is the new WarioWare Gold for the Nintendo 3DS. It just came out yesterday in the UK, and I've already beaten it. I've had a great time playing it at the moment, and yeah, so I thought I'd make a little review about it. Okay, the premise. If you haven't played a WarioWare game before, basically the games are that they are little mini games that you have to beat in a certain amount of time and complete in this. Well, basically you gotta complete them in a certain amount of time and make it to the end and finish your goal. Sometimes you can finish it before the time goes down, but most times you have to wait until the time goes down but still finish an objective. So basically it's just like, for example, hit a nail into the ground. You have to do that before the timer runs out. Sort of stuff like that. But then it increases the speed and difficulty later on. And honestly, it's a pretty standard gameplay. There's loads of games these days that do it. I think Dumb Ways to Die do it too, and Grumpy Cat's done it in one of their games. But that's pretty much the premise. It's also a collection of some of the WarioWare franchise's favourite mini-games that they're putting into it, plus some brand new ones. The older ones are remastered and revamped, changed a bit to make it a bit more different, but still hold the element that made them so great originally. And that's pretty much on the gameplay side. Now to the story. This one actually has a story. Well, okay, maybe other Wario games did have a story, but you don't really think about it. You really don't, you just go to the minigame and just play it, because that's what it came for. A minigame's not a story. But this one tries to do a story, and it actually has cutscenes and voice actors. I know that the other ones had cutscenes in them before, but not really any voice actors. But in this one, it's fully voice acted. Every character has a voice, and which I'll get to in a bit to tell you what I think about that. But yeah, the premise of the story is Wario's went to a village called Luxville. He finds an ancient pot and he steals it for money. But then he realises after he gets home he hasn't got any money left to buy food. So he decides to make up this video game tournament that people have to pay to get in, and they'll win a prize if they do. But he's rigged it so he will win at the end of it. And he gets his old buddies together like Jimmy T, Mona, Ashley, Kat and Anna to make these games for him, and he tells the audience that he doesn't like them and that they're pretty much chumps to him. But that's the premise of the game. Something I didn't expect to see is voice acting, and I have to say, for every character in that game, the voices are really good. Stuff that I kind of expected them to have, except for about, I think 2 or 3, I don't think their voices suit. As I say, like there's people like Dr. Kygor, I don't think his voice suits for his character. It just sounds a bit off for me. Obulon has a different voice that I thought I would hear him have. And who else was it? Mike. His voice isn't as I expected it was going to be, you know what I mean? But besides that, everyone else's voice is great. Obviously Wario's Charles Martinet, we all know Wario, he's going to be voiced by Charles, which is again, he's a great voice actor, and you know, we all love what he does. Also, like other characters like Ashley, her voice is fantastic, it's exactly how I expected it was going to be. Katana's was somewhat I wanted to hear, but it sounded a bit kiddie, but they are kids, so it kind of is what you expect. But I expected a bit more a mature voice, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's on that bit. And the game's pretty much, as I said, it's the same mini games and all that you do in the other games, but there's also a new scheme that they've put into it called coins. Is that to get any of like the bonus content, you know, like in the other games, that if you beat a certain amount of objectives, let's say you beat a target of 15 on a particular game, you can unlock a new mini game. This one's all done via coins, so you have to collect enough coins to buy mini games and buy content, and which I don't think is a bad idea, but I would like to unlock stuff myself, sort of thing, you know what I mean? But again, it's not a bad thing, it's just new, a new, what's the word now? A new concept, a new feature that they've brought into the game, which is, it works great and it's fun. But again, I would like to just unlock stuff too, you know what I mean? Which they do, but not as much as they used to in the older games. And also for some people, this is actually a good feature that brought into it. There's achievements. They call them missions, and there's like loads of those too. Like hit a certain amount of points in a certain person's level, don't die for a certain amount of time with other people's levels, stuff like that. And that is pretty cool. I like that sort of added challenge to it. And they've also added amiibo functions to for certain bits of content. I haven't fully looked into that much, but from what I can gather is that it also can give you coins. And then there's also, sorry, since these are mini reviews, I do it live, so I don't make a script, I just like to do it straight for you. Yeah, and then there's also like the challenges, you know, like you had the pig rooms in the old WarioWares that, you know, they would have easy, difficult and insane stuff. They still have that, but it's a lion now. Don't know why they did that, but it's fair news. It's not a big deal anyway. And I was actually surprised because one thing I would have thought they could have done was more on the multiplayer. I mean, there is a multiplayer function, but it feels a bit... It's weird to say, because people might not think it the same way as me, but it feels sort of half-assed. It just feels a bit like that, but I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, but you know, it's just one of them. The gameplay is pretty cool too, just to let you know. You do get the normal buttons, you know, you press the D-pad and A button a lot, but they've mixed it up since there's like three like classic games in this. They're using it from all different WarioWare games, so like from WarioWare from the Game Boy Advance to WarioWare Touch, WarioWare Twist, Smooth Moves, you know, all them, their games are in it. So obviously it uses the gyro in the 3DS, which works brilliantly. Games for them minigames work brilliantly. It uses its touchscreen for the WarioWare Touch games, and also the mic. So it uses every single function that they used in pro games. And for like games that are on WarioWare Smooth Moves on Wii, and how they had to implement it in this, worked brilliantly. It works just as good as it did back then. And they've added it so some of the games might just use the A button to do a function that you did on the Wii version, and some use the gyro to do like movement functions off the Wii WarioWare Smooth Moves. So yeah. And also you got like 300 mini games, so this is going to keep you going for ages on that. If you really have played the WarioWare games before, you know how much the mini games are great and how quirky they are, and they're just as random. I feel like they've added less new mini games than they did, but I think that's just me because I haven't unlocked everything. But it feels like I've played a lot of them from previous games. Like I've noticed that I've repeated a lot of the old mini games, and just occasionally some brand new ones. But again, I haven't unlocked every single mini game, so I don't know if there is more than the old. I haven't really checked into that, but from what I can see, though, it does feel like there's some more of the old than the new. But that again isn't bad. You're still getting some brand new games off. I would say so far there's going to be at least 100 new mini games. So out of the 300, I'm okay with that. But I wish there would be some more. You know what I mean? Again, I haven't won it all, so I could be wrong on that number. And the ones that they've revamped, like which one can I say? Because I could say a name and you wouldn't really get it. I don't think. Like the one where on WarioWare, the original WarioWare on Game Boy, the one where the wall falls down, you're that little creature that has to hide behind a area that's enough to squish yourself into. That's turned into like a cavity, so a person's teeth are coming down and the cavity has hit inside the hole where the old tooth used to be. So it's like stuff like that. They've reimagined them and they work really well, and I think they've added it so at least some of them have more of a concept and rather just pure randomness, which is what we love WarioWare for, but it still does that. But it also adds a little bit more to it, you know, as I say, it's redesigned, it's great for that. But overall, the conclusion is I find this game really fun. It is incredibly well done. I love the voice acting, I love the cutscenes, they're great. The minigames, again, they're amazing and they really do utilise the 3DS's capabilities. There's no 3D in this game, by the way, so you won't get any sort of 3D things in this game at all. There's nothing to do with it. And it's you know, it's WarioWare, you're getting what you're given, and it is really, really fun. As I said, minigames are great, 300 of them, and some new ones to, you know, play about with. And it works phenomenally well, and it's great to have a WarioWare game on the 3DS properly, and it's fun. So overall, I'll give the game a 8.5 out of 10. It is a brilliant game to play, really fun, beautifully designed, and it just looks incredible. The downside for me is I think some of the voices don't sound right for the characters, but that was only like a 0.5 on that. The point that actually done for me was the lack of new mini games, I think. But again, not a big thing to bring the game down. The game's still great. I'll 100% recommend you picking it up. It's fun, it's hilarious, and overall it is just going to be a great game for your Nintendo 3DS collection. And also, if you love the WarioWare games, they are great. So definitely pick this game up, guys, if you've played WarioWare before. It's awesome. It's out now in Europe. You can get it for £30. I got mine for £28. But still, it is really good to get to buy, and I would definitely recommend it from any of you out there. Anyway, guys, this is me from MiyandJAM. I hope you like this little live mini review. Take care of yourselves, guys, and I'll see you soon in the future. Take care. Bye bye.